See, this is the practical generator. In this practical generator, see the on the screen, I'm showing the cursor point. What is this part? One pipe like is there. What is that part?
Rotor.
Rotor, rotating part. What is this part, red color?
Static.
Stator, that is cover. This is the cover, stator cover. Okay. To this stator cover, inside it magnets are fixed. To this stator cover, inside this magnets are fixed with the help of, see the bolts are there here, 2 bolts is visible. This is 2 bolts. With the help of bolts, they are fixing the magnets here, or iron piece. These are the magnets or iron piece. Suppose if you fix the iron piece, how will make them as magnet? With the help of which coil?
Stator.
Field coil. Okay, field coil or stator coil or flux coil. Okay, or magnetizing coil. This is the, on the magnets one coil is there. On this rotating part, armature, one more coil is there. That is called armature coil. EMF is induced in the armature coil. Already I had told, see here, Faraday's first law is used in this DC generator principle. So these are 2 magnets. These 2, north pole and south pole. Let us take these 2 are iron pieces. On the iron piece, we are winding one coil. And this coil is separate. ABCD is the coil in the armature. Here for simplicity, they are taking only one coil. N is equal to 1 ton. One coil they are taking. We can take 100 coils also. But here for simplicity in the principle, they are taking only one coil. ABCD is one coil. Okay. To this coil is rotated in the magnetic field. In between north and south pole, there is flux. When this coil is cutting the flux, EMF is induced in the coil, ABCD. Now they are providing the closed path for this coil. In between B and C, they are providing the closed path. Okay. Here A and B are called slip rings. A and B are called slip rings. A and B slip rings. I will tell about slip rings later. Here 1 and 2 are called the brushes. 1 and 2. This cylindrical type is A and B are slip rings. This 1 and 2 are the brushes. 1 and 2 are the brushes. To the brushes, 1 external resistance is connected, to 2 also this is connected. 1 and 2 are the brushes. A and B are the slip rings. So when EMF is developed, if you provide the closed path, then you will get current will flow in this coil. Current will flow in this coil from negative to positive, like this. Current is flowing like this. Again through C, D, A, B, again through brush 1, ML, C, D, like this. This is the current direction. This is your current direction. Then why they are using the slip rings? See here, we are having 2 slip rings I have shown, A and B. They are dividing the slip ring into 2 equal parts. They are dividing the slip ring into 2 equal parts as A and B. In the previous diagram I have shown. Actually, all these things not necessary, but you should know if you want to study about induction motor. A and B are the slip rings. 1 and 2 are the brushes. Okay, they are dividing this slip ring into 2 equal parts as split ring. They are dividing this slip ring into 2 equal parts as segments A and B. Okay, segment A and segment B. Segment A is connected to brush number 1. Segment B is connected to brush number 2. See here, this segment A is connected to brush 1. Segment B is connected to brush 2. Okay, purpose of brushes are to collect the current from the segments. The purpose of brush is to collect the current from these segments. This A and B are called commutator segments. Write down commutator, side heading commutator. Commutator means which converts AC to DC. Commutator means which converts AC to DC, right? Commutator means which converts AC to DC. So A and B are the commutator segments. A and B are called commutator segments. See here, brush number 1 is positive, brush number 2 is negative. These two are the segments, commutator segments. Now see the current direction here. On the screen I am showing AB, MN, MLCD. See here, current direction A, B, then plus terminal, then M, L, C, sorry, negative terminal, C, D, like this is the current direction in the coil. So what is the principle here? When this conductor is rotating, when this coil is rotating in this flux, EMF is developed in the conductor. In this coil, EMF is developed in the armature coil. This is called rotating part is called armature. Rotating part is called armature. In this coil, EMF is developed. Okay. Now this commutator is converting AC to DC, and this brush will collect the current from this commutator. See the direction AB, segment A, 1, M, L, D, again A. Okay. See here we are converting the AC and B. We are hitting only one direction. All are positive cycles. Negative cycle is converted to positive cycle. So this commutator segments A and B will convert AC into DC. So the EMF developed is DC. The current flowing through this resistance is DC. In only one direction current will flow. So after 180 degrees, even though A and B are interchanged, current direction will not change in the load. See this after 180 degrees, this A is coming this side and B is coming this side. Only segments are interchanging, but brushes are not interchanged. 1 and 2 are not interchanged. So all these things are not necessary for you. For your understanding purpose, I had told. Now see the practical generator. In the practical generator, there is stator. Already I had told. This is the stator. Outer part, cover is called stator. Why this feet is used? In your house, we are fixing the motor to the ground. For fixing this to the ground, this stator, they are using this one. Here see holes are there. In the holes, they are fitting with the help of bolts. Some bolts are placed in this hole and fitted to the ground. Okay, in the ground they will place this stator. This outer part is called stator. This outer cover is called stator. This outer cover is called stator, and this is called yoke. See here, first part is magnetic frame or yoke. Yoke is the outer cover. Magnetic frame or yoke. See the diagram. In the diagram, this is the core, iron piece. This is the outer piece. Yoke is called iron piece, protecting cover. This cover is called yoke. Next part is pole core and pole shoe. Pole core means magnets. These are iron pieces. Magnets are iron pieces. Pole means magnetic poles, north pole and south pole. Pole core means iron piece. This north pole and south pole are called pole core or pole shoe. We'll call the pole core as pole shoe. Where these iron pieces are fixed, magnets, where? ఎక్కడ ఫిక్స్ చేస్తారు?
Stator, at the stator.
At the stator. See here in the diagram. Let us take this is one magnet. It is fixed here. With the help of bolt to the stator cover, they will fix. Here also, let us take 4 poles are there. North pole, south pole, north pole, south pole. 4 pole machine. Let us take 4 pole machine. You can also take 2 pole machine. If you take 2 poles, only north pole, south pole is there. If you take 4 poles, 2 north poles, 2 south poles will be there. See here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. We can take 6 poles also. The second part is iron piece, that is magnets. See the second part I will tell. First part is yoke. Second part is, see this one. This is the stator core cover, outer cover. To this outer cover, inside this they will fix the poles. See, this is the iron piece, one iron piece. They will take, this is in the form of shoe shape. This is in the form of shoe shape. That's why it is called pole shoe also. Pole means right. See this is the pole shoe. This is of this shoe type. This will behave as magnet if you magnetize this. So how they are fitting to the core? With the help of bolts. See, 2 bolts are there in this. With the help of bolts, they will fix it to the stator frame. They will fix it in the stator frame. With the help of bolts, they will fix it in the stator frame. Suppose if you are having 4 poles, here 1, 2. Here also 1, 2, 4 poles. If you are having only 2 poles, fix only 2 poles. This is 1 pole. Suppose if this is the magnet, how will magnetize this iron piece as magnet? Which coil will place?
Flux.
Flux coil or field coil or stator coil or pole coil, or a coil means copper wire, core means iron piece. On this iron piece, pole core, iron piece, they will wind one coil and they will connect it to the battery. When you give the battery, current will flow through that coil. Around the current carrying conductor, flux will be developed, and this flux will magnetize this iron piece as magnet. In this way, it will behave as magnet. On the pole, we are having one coil that is called field coil. The third part is, see the third part. Second part is iron piece, pole core, pole iron piece. Third part is pole coil or field coil. We will place one coil on the iron piece to make it as magnet. The purpose of field coil is only to make the iron piece as magnet. Now completed. This is the stator part, cover, iron pole core, magnets. On the pole core, we are placing one coil that is called pole coil. Now come to the rotating part. Now we have completed the stator part. Now come to the armature core. Armature means the rotating part. This is the circular part. This is the armature, which rotates inside the motor or generator. This is the rotating part. This rotating part is having shaft. This is the shaft connected to this rotating part. This is called armature. Armature iron piece. I'm not talking about coil. Later we'll go for the armature winding or armature coil. First see armature core, rotating part inside this. How this rotating part is made? Armature core. This is the circular type. This is the circular type. See how we are designing this armature core. This designing is not in the syllabus, but I am telling how to design this. See here, take one rectangular lamination sheet and cut it in the circular shape. See, they are taking one rectangular lamination sheet they are taking, they are cutting in the circular shape. See here, they are cutting in circular shape. After cutting this in circular shape, with the help of punching machine, they are punching the slots. With the help of punching machine, punching the slots on the circular piece. See how many slots are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let us take some 20 slots. I don't want to count. This is one slot. This is the second slot. This is the third slot. So one punching machine is there. With the manually you can't do this. With the help of some automatic machine, we'll punch the slots. This is one sheet. Like this, how many sheets they are taking here? See, they are fixing 2000 sheets. Is it visible? 2000 sheets. Let us assume this is 2000 sheets. They are placing all this. This is one sheet. Like this, 2000 sheets they are placing, and they are crushing with the help of weight 100 tons weight they are taking. With the help of crane, they are lifting 100 tons weight. On these 2000 sheets, they are putting that weight. Then all these 2000 sheets will crush it to small size piece. All these 2000 sheets are crushed to very small size piece, which is called soft iron piece, which is in circular shape. Now see here, this is one slot. This is second slot. This is the third slot. This is fourth slot. Let us take 20 slots are there. Let us assume 20 slots are here. So in each slot, if you place 2 coils, how many coils are there in 20 slots? Each slot is having 2 coils. 20 slots are there. 20 into 2?
40.
40 coils will be there. Remember, we are placing 40 coils on this armature. In the theoretical generator, we have taken one coil ABCD, but here we are. Now, when this armature in the flux, how many coils will rotate when this is rotating? 40 coils. See here, this is the armature. This is armature in the slots. This is slots 1, 2, 3, 4. Let it 20 slots are there. 20 into 2, 40 coils will be there. When this is rotating in the magnetic flux is there in between North Pole to South Pole. When this armature is rotating, this coils inside the armature is cutting this flux. When the coil is cutting the flux, coil is nothing but rotating part. Armature is rotating. When iron piece is rotating, automatically inside the slots coils are there. When this rotor is rotating, iron piece, coil is also rotating. This coil is cutting the flux and EMF is induced in the armature coil, not in the field coil. Remember this. There are only two coils. One is field coil for making the iron piece as magnets. Second coil is armature coil. This is called armature coil. This armature coil will rotate. When this armature rotates, automatically coils also rotate. When coils are rotating, coil is cutting the flux and EMF is induced in the coil, not in the iron piece. EMF is induced in the coil. And for this coil, if you provide the closed path, ABCD is one coil. If you provide the closed path with the help of resistance, current will flow in the coil. Okay. Initially it is open circuit. Now provide closed path with the help of resistance. Then current will flow in this coil and also in the load R. See the parts. First one is yoke. This is the stator cover. This is the cover. It is made up of iron. Second one is pole core. Pole core or pole shoe. Then pole coil. Why pole coil is used? Why pole coil is used? Anyone? To make this iron piece as magnet. Okay. So this pole core is the iron piece. Pole coil is the coil, winding. Pole coil means winding, core means iron piece. Next, fourth part is rotating part, armature. Armature is called rotating part. See here, this is the armature, rotating part. I have already told how to design this armature core. In the slots of the armature core, they will place the armature windings or copper winding. Armature winding is nothing but copper winding. These are the copper windings there. 40, let us assume 20 slots are there and 40 coils. In each slot, 2 coils. Suppose in each slot, if you place 3 coils, how many coils will be there in the armature? Slots are 20. In each slot, 3 coils. How many coils will be there in the armature? (20 into 3). How many coils? 60 coils will be there in the armature. When this armature in this iron piece rotates, 60 coils will rotate in the flux. That is armature winding or conductors. Conductor is nothing but copper coil. Winding is also a copper coil. Next part is commutator. What I have told about the commutator? What is commutator? Which converts AC to DC. Next part is commutator, which converts AC to DC, because this is DC generator. We want to convert whatever the EMF developed in when the coil is cutting the flux EMF, according to Faraday's first law, whenever this conductor cuts the magnetic flux, EMF is developed. What is that EMF? AC. But we don't want the AC in DC generator. We want DC. For that, we will use commutator. This commutator will convert that AC to DC. Okay. And in the commutator, current is flowing. Brush will collect the current from the commutator. The purpose of brushes is to collect the current from the commutator. Why you will use bearings? In your motor vehicles also you'll use bearings. Why? to reduce the friction. Bearings is used to reduce the friction. Now tell me why brushes are used.
To reduce friction.
Bearings are to reduce friction. Brushes will collect the current from the commutator. Brushes is used to collect the current from commutator. Commutator means which converts AC to DC, because we are discussing about DC generator. That's why commutator is used. I have already told about the commutator. See here. See this is the slip ring. This slip ring is divided into two equal parts, A and B. In between A and B, one insulation is kept, which is made up of mica. Mica is the best insulator. In between A and B segment, they are placing one mica to avoid short circuit. These two should not touch, A and B. If they touch, means short circuit will occur. That's why after dividing this slip ring into two equal parts, A and B, they are placing one mica insulation. So after 180, when the coil is rotating, see, ABCD is the coil. When coil is rotating after 180 degrees, this CD will come this side, AB will come this side. See, interchange. In these two diagrams, observe. After total 360 degrees rotation will be there when armature is rotating. AB is this side initially. After 180 degrees, CD is coming this side. Again after 180 degrees, AB will come 360 degrees. So when this AB is connected to segment A, CD is connected to segment B. After 180 degrees, when AB is coming this side, this segment A is also coming this side, rotating. Segments are interchanged, but brush positions are not interchanged. You observe this diagram. A and B are the commutator segments. These two segments are interchanged after 180 degrees. This B is coming this side and A is coming this side. But brushes are not interchanged. Brushes are not connected to segments. They are in contact with the A and B. Please remember, these 1 and 2 brushes are in contact with A and B. They are not connected to A and B. They are making the contacts. These brushes will collect the current from these contacts, A and B. So since the brush position is not interchanged, your current direction will not change in the load. When AB is this side, current is flowing through ML. When CD is coming this side, still the current direction is not changed. That means these these brushes are collecting the current from the commutator segments. These commutator segments, what they are doing, they are converting AC to whatever the EMF developed in ABCD is AC EMF. But the current flowing in the load is DC current. Even though the voltage developed is AC, since the current direction is not changed in the load, your output current is DC. In this is the DC generator principle. This is the DC. From the magnetic field, we are generating the current, electrical quantity. Flux is the magnetic quantity. Whenever this conductor cuts that flux, EMF is developed, that is AC, and current flowing through load is DC. Is it clear? The parts? Is it clear, all these parts?
Yes, sir.
Now see here, this DC generator is not in your syllabus. Nobody will ask about these parts. Nobody will ask about this diagram. Nothing. Suppose if you are not explaining the DC generator, you can't understand induction. What is stator? What is rotor? All these things are not there in the induction motor. But I had to explain these things. That's why first, if you understand this concept, then I can easily explain the fourth unit. Now see this. Why they are taking iron piece? Directly they can place the coils. I have already told what is the property of iron piece. It is having low reluctance. Have I told or not?
Not
Chepana?
told.
Okay. See here, the purpose of iron piece. I will tell you. Write down in your notes. F is equal to phi into S. Otherwise, I will write it on the board 1 minute. See here. F is equal to phi into S. V is equal to I into R. F is the MMF. In magnetic field, we call it as MMF. Here it is EMF. So analogous for V is force, magnetic force, electromotive force, magnetomotive force. Analogous for flux is, analogous for current is flux. In electric field, we'll call it as current. Magnetic field, we'll call it as flux. In electric field, we'll call it as current. In magnetic field, we'll call it as flux. R is the resistance. S is called reluctance. S is called reluctance. R is called resistance in electric quantity, but in magnetic field we'll call it as reluctance. See here, current is inversely proportional to resistance. Current is inversely proportional to resistance. Similarly here, flux is inversely proportional to reluctance. Flux is inversely proportional to reluctance. Next, in electric quantity, resistance will oppose the current. From this equation, if resistance is less, current will be more. If resistance is high, current will be less. That means in electric quantity, resistance is opposing the current. In magnetic quantity, anyone? Magnetic quantity? Reluctance will oppose the flux. Suppose if reluctance is less, flux will be more. If reluctance is less, flux will be more. We are having north pole and south pole. We are winding the field coil. We are winding the field coil. We are winding the field coil on the north pole and on the iron pieces. Suppose if current is passing through this coil, if current is passing through this coil, around the current carrying conductor, flux will be developed. Then they behave as magnets. Once they are behaving as magnets, phi is there in between north pole to south pole. Flux is there in between north pole to south pole. Suppose if I am not write down note, iron is having low reluctance. Iron is having the property of, write down note, iron is having the property of low reluctance. Iron piece is having the property of low reluctance. Iron piece is having the property of low reluctance. Iron piece is having the property of low reluctance. Now tell me, if reluctance is less, what happens to the flux? If iron piece is having low reluctance, what is the flux in the iron piece? Increases. So I want more flux in between north pole and south pole. That's why I'm using iron pieces. Why? See, in your house also we are having fan. In the fan, one iron piece is there at the middle. In the fan at the middle, we are having iron piece. Inside that iron piece, they are winding the coil. Have you seen?
Yes, sir.
So directly, why they are not placing coil means winding. Why they are using iron piece? On the iron piece, they are placing the coil. Why means to increase the flux, to have more flux. link it to have more flux from North Pole to South Pole. To have more flux from North Pole to South Pole. Automatically flux will be increased if you are having iron piece. Because iron piece is having low reluctance, the property of low reluctance. If reluctance is less, flux will be more. That is the reason why they will place, why they will take iron piece. On the iron piece, they will place the coil. Okay? That is the property of iron piece. That's why they are taking North Pole and South Pole. Directly, they are not placing the coils. After that, here also in the circular part, in the armature, they are taking iron piece, circular iron piece. In the circular iron piece, they are winding the coil. Because if you use iron piece, more flux will pass from North Pole to South Pole. It will allow more flux from North Pole to South Pole if you place the iron piece. So after this, punching the slots, in the slots they are placing the coil. In the slots, they'll place the coil. So that when armature is rotating, the coils in the armature will cut more flux. When the coils are cutting more flux, more EMF is induced. When the coils are cutting more flux, more EMF is induced. So totally two coils we are having. On the pole, one coil that is called field coil. In the armature, another coil that is called armature coil or rotor coil. Okay. I think it is clear about iron piece. Why you are using iron piece?
Yes, sir.
Next, we will go for the yoke. Now we'll discuss about yoke. See, they have given 2 points about yoke. Yoke, what is yoke? What is yoke? Stator cover, protecting cover. I have already shown you. One circular part I have shown. See this one circular part. This is the protecting cover. This is called yoke. We will call it as yoke. Yoke is made of iron. Yoke is made of iron. Why this yoke? What is the advantage of iron piece? I have already told you. What is the first
To
advantage?
increase the flux.
To increase the flux. See on the screen, they have given 2 points in red color. Yoke. First point is it provides mechanical support to the poles. Mechanical support means because to this stator cover you are fixing the magnetic poles. Second part, that is pole shoes. It will give the mechanical support without any vibrations in the house. We are fixing it to the ground. What is the second point? It carries magnetic flux, more flux produced by the poles. If you use the iron piece, it will allow the more flux to pass through it. That these are the 2 advantages of the iron piece. That is about the first point, first part. So these are some of the parts in the DC generator. 1 minute. See, these are this is about the armature core. In the slots, we are placing the coils. Coils means copper wire. Armature windings is nothing but armature copper coil. Next is commutator. Commutator already I had told, which converts AC to DC. Next one is brushes. See, the brushes function is to collect the current from commutator. See, the purpose of brush is to collect the current from commutator. These brushes are made up of carbon or graphite. Okay. Bearings are used to reduce the friction. Ball bearings are used to reduce the friction. And these connections, see ABCD connection, how they are connecting to the commutator. ABCD is one coil. They are connecting it to the commutator. This connection is not in your syllabus. I don't want to explain, but just I'm showing for your idea only. Suppose if you are having see how many coils? 1, 2, 3. This is the starting end of the coil. This is the finishing end. Like this, this is also having starting and finishing end. Number of coils you can take. These connections are not in your syllabus. How to connect? Okay, this is starting. This is the finishing end of the coil. Again, this will for second coil, this is starting. There will be on somewhere the finishing end, like this. Number of coils you can connect in the armature. See, in one slot, we can place 2 coils. In one slot, we can place 4 coils also. In one slot, we can place 4 coils. Otherwise, we can place only 2 coils also. We can place 8 coils also. We can place 10 coils also in one slot. In each slot of the armature, we can place any n number of coils. That depends upon the winding. That depends upon, if you want a big size generator, we will place more number of coils. If you want only small generator for our house, we will go for less number of coils. For industries, we need big generators. There are 2 types of connections not there in our syllabus. Okay. Now we'll see what are the equivalent circuit of DC generator. All these are not in our syllabus. Okay, see here. We are having 2 coils, I have told. One is the field coil. One is field coil. Another one is the armature coil. This is circular part. I will write on the board. You can understand. See here. This is the armature. This is the symbol for the armature. In the armature, we are having one coil. This is called armature coil. This is called armature. Circuit symbol for the armature. This is armature. Inside the armature, in the slots of the armature, we are placing one coil. This is called armature coil. This is called armature coil. Okay. Now see here. This is the field coil. On North Pole and South Pole, we are having one coil. This is called field coil. This is the field coil. This is the field coil. In the armature, whatever the coil that is there, this is called armature coil. This is the armature coil. Totally, you are having 2 coils. Totally, you are having 2 coils. One is called armature coil. Another one is the field coil. So this armature is connected to the load. This armature is connected to the load. Our external resistance R. This armature is connected to the load or external resistance R. So you see in the equivalent circuit, totally how many coils are there? How many coils are there?
2 coils.
2 coils. One is the field coil, which is there in the magnets. The purpose of field coil is, suppose if you apply the battery voltage, current will flow through this coil around the current carrying conductor, flux is developed. The purpose of field coil is only to generate the flux. Then where are the North Pole and South Pole? Here, North Pole is there, South Pole is there. North Pole and South Pole is there. On the iron piece, here I am not showing the iron pieces. In the equivalent circuit, we won't show the iron pieces. Only we'll show the coils. So one is to generate only flux, field coil. That's all. Now this armature will rotate. This armature will rotate. This armature will rotate and it will cut the flux. That circular part is the armature symbol. That armature will rotate and it will cut the flux phi. And EMF is developed. Where EMF is developed? Can anyone tell? Where EMF is developed?
In the armature coil.
In the armature coil. EMF is developed in the armature. Please remember, in the field coil, EMF will never develop. Only in the armature coil, EMF is developed. If you remember this, nothing is there in these machines. Then you can understand everything. Only two coils. The purpose of field coil is to generate the flux. Once flux is generated, then armature rotates in the flux and dynamically induced EMF is developed in the armature coil. But if you come to the AC, reverse process will happen. Magnet will rotate. Armature is stationary. Armature coil is stationary. When magnet is rotating, flux is rotating. This rotating flux will cut the stationary armature and EMF is developed in armature only. In both the cases, EMF is developed in armature coil only. Okay, that you'll see in the AC. In DC, in the rotating coil, flux is EMF is developed. That's why it is called dynamically induced EMF. So remember the equivalent circuit. Two coils will be there. Why I'm taking this much time means you should understand the concept. If you understand the concept, there is nothing for me to explain the remaining things. Okay. Have you drawn this diagram, equivalent circuit?
Yes, sir.
This is for the DC. Now I will explain. Now I will go for the induction motor. What is the time now? 10:04. In the next class, we'll see. We'll go to our chapter, 4th unit. In 4th unit, we are having three topics: three-phase induction motor, single-phase induction motor, and AC generator. Synchronous generator means AC generator. All the three are AC only. So up to now, we have discussed DC. From next class onwards, we will go for the AC generators and motors. Okay. I'll take the attendance. Wait for some time. Three is present. 5, 6, 8, 9. Thirteen, 16, 17. 22, 23, 24. I'm calling the numbers. If you are present, you tell me. I will erase that. 3 is present. Hello.
No, sir.
5,
Absent.
5, 6,
Present, sir.
5
Present, sir.
present. Okay. 6 absent. 8 absent or present.
Present,
8
sir.
absent. 8 present. 9 absent. 13
Present, sir. Present. 9 present.
9 present. 13
Present, sir.
Present, sir. Top.
16.
Sir, 13 present.
Okay. 16
Absent.
17
Absent.
22 23 and 33. So finally, I am telling the option this issue.
23 present.
Okay. Finally, I am telling the option this. See 3, 6, 16, 17, 22, 33.
Sir, 22 present.
Sir, 22 also.
22 present. Okay. 3, 6, 16, 17, 33. 5 are option. 23 present. 33 I am saying.
22 also.
22 present. Okay. 3 is absent, 6 is absent, 16 is absent, 17 is absent, and 33. Okay. Now I am ending the class. In the next class, we will see our 4th unit. Now you can exit the class.